it was a tough challenge, losing, well, not necessarily losing, but not having Coach Maddie and Coach India, who were my original assistant coaches, and they still are, but both of them now have kids and have a family, so of course they're not able to be around.
This is the first major competition that I am not allowed to travel, but I'm holding y'all accountable for yourselves, okay? Y'all seniors, y'all big girls, let's represent ourselves and let's represent our coaches very well. Because despite what you guys do outside of competition, in your rooms, in the hallways, that's a reflection of us.
So it made it quite a challenge at first, but then I thought about it, and she's been coming forever, and she's an original diva. Coach Elasia, now my assistant coach, she stepped up and she's been there for me and been by my side pretty much this whole season. While they've been away, she's been traveling with me, doing everything that an assistant coach should, plus some. And I really, really, really am glad that she stepped up. And we make a good partnership. Of course, we run into our battles with each other here and there, but that's a part of the whole project. But I'm definitely glad Coach Elasia did step up and glad to have her by my side.
When you're set, your hands are on your hips. You're not playing your nose. You're not jumping around, Janaya. Caitlin, you're not looking around. Damari, get set. This is my second time telling you. Brianna, be still.
As a new assistant coach, I just plan on first separating myself from being friends with the girls because I was once on the team with them before, and it's hard for me, well, it's hard for the girls to accept the fact that I'm actually a coach now, not their friend. So I guess going forward, I guess being more strict and not following into their games and their little stuff that they bring me into. So I guess just going forward, I'll be more strict.
We doing parade. It's just going to be a bold lip, so we got a variety of colors that we're going to use just to make it pop off. The juniors are wearing white Leos and the seniors are wearing black Leos. So the look after that is so dramatic that we're just trying to keep this one as simple as possible, because the next one's going to incorporate dirt and jewels and crystals. It's going to be epic. Well, I knew that it was time for me to start bringing in more people because the team is so large and it's kind of hard for me to do all of them by myself. And also with me and Sean coming together on the different looks, you know, we're trying to, you know, step it up, be more creative, and that's going to mean that I need to be more attentive to, you know, the designs and the faces. So I have two of my girls, LaQuisha and Lala, who are very good at makeup artistry. So I just knew it was just a good pick, and I figured we would come together and work it out.
Trying to get these uniforms together, and it's just been a hassle today already. Practice ain't even fully started yet, and I got people running in and out of here. I got parents asking me questions about it. Let me hand it out, and then we'll talk about it later. It's too much going on right now for y'all to be running in and out of here asking me 1,000 questions. It's just not gonna work. Well, being by yourself pretty much for the most part as the head coach, you have a lot of challenges that you face as far as preparation goes, and that includes preparation for travel, preparation for hair and makeup, preparation for routines, and just trying to live your outside normal life as well, which I pretty much don't have anymore. But, you know, I'm able to trust my team that I have hired on for different positions, such as Robert, my executive assistant. He does more than what an assistant should be doing. He does the travel, making sure bookings are right, making sure that, you know, we're getting the best price for these kids, and any and everything travel-wise, and also dealing with the parents.
Get a stamp. I got to
Please walk. Hey, no, hey, you can't come up. This door right here is locked. It's messed up.
Please go back.
Come up. Yeah, but you have to come around side. This door right here is broken.
Can you tell me if it's 70 cents?
Just stay right there.
Did she buy? She don't even know she bought. She keep on saying, she said she gave you a bundle of money to do everything. I swear to God, don't.
Who?
Tracy.
If she didn't order, she didn't order.
Well, she up there, you're acting fool like she did.
She said, I gave Robert a bundle of money. I said, no.
No, you didn't. No, you did not.
So I'm about to go
You want me to meet you back at this door?
Sean, you go with him. He get it.
We not doing it today. I'm just letting her know in
Was she
advance to
already
let
in
her
there?
know we not doing it today. Cause Sean said we're not doing it. We not.
Should have just came to the door to
I'm
want
just letting her
something to
know
get back and
far in
roll
advance. Robert is that face up front so that I don't have to deal with that personally. Because as the coach, I have so much on my back as is and so much weight on my shoulders that I have to carry. So it's always good to have that person there to basically take care of all of that for you. And then with Coach Elasia being here, you know, I'm able to, you know, kind of step back sometime and kind of see the overall big picture of what's going on the floor and allowing her to step in and critique and fix some choreography and, you know, give some fresh new choreography to the girls as well, and just allow me to step back and kind of oversee the whole thing. And then even with my makeup artist and, you know, my other staff, Denise as well, and even like my committees that I have within the organization, they all step up to the plate and they do their part, which is great. Now, you run into a few bumps in the road here and there with different committees or different areas where you may have a stumbling block, but at the end of the day, that I really, really, really am grateful to have the team that I do have to back me up and to back these girls up in this organization as a whole.
You all the driver and apologies.
Robert.
What? I'm sorry. Because I try to.
It's okay.
Everybody's trying to beat up on me like, you the drive, tell him to go the wrong way. I just try to help.
Yes, sometimes I get beat up on. For example, when we went to Nashville, I believe it was in November. I'm trying to get the girls. They were running late already, so I decided to help the bus driver out. I had my GPS up. I said, "Okay, you're going the wrong way." This and that. He got smart, I brushed it off and whatnot. And so he said, "I'm going this way." I said, "Okay," but the GPS said you gotta go this way. I'm using my iPhone map. I guess he was using Google Maps or whatever.
He's using his own navigation.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to help. But you got a little cute and jazzy. So I said, you know what? And then it was all, well, I wouldn't say them. Everybody said, "Well, Robert, you got the bus driver lost." Blah blah blah. And
Parents was on the bus.
the parents are like, "You got him lost." I said, just shut up talking to me. So we got quiet. I got quiet.
And then Aisha told you,
Robert, you need to apologize. I'm sorry.
I mean, an apology is needed. It's needed.
So I got off the bus, stormed off. They said, "Oh, where's he going?" I had a little emotional time. Yes, I did cry.
He had a breakdown.
Yeah. Briefly.
he said, I would not, that's a moment I won't forget. He said, looking back at that episode, I just feel like I was trying to help. Like, I didn't know he was really breaking down like that.
Yeah.
And I thought he
I
was
thought
going
it was just like small tears.
Yeah.
Not even tears. I thought he was going to just cool down, get himself together. He was
Because we weren't there. He actually got off the bus and walked away.
I thought he was going to check us in like normal. He went the opposite direction.
And what's name came, she was coming towards me and she thought, "Oh, okay, maybe something's wrong." I calmed down, went in there. They said, "You okay?" All the girls said, "Oh, Robert." But everybody has their times. That was an emotional time. Another example is with the parents. The parents, they want to know prices right away. But like I told them, I can't give you the prices right away. I have to have have to find out what girls are going, who's staying with the team, and whatnot. And then they're constantly like, well, do you know the price? Do you know the price? No, you gotta be patient. Patience is the key.
Well, first of all, you can't even give a price when you can't have stability in who's going and who's not, because one minute you got a decision that you're going, the next second you got a decision that you're not the week before.
I say the day of.
Exactly.
We found the day of. I'm so irritated right now. I really am. I'm just irritated.
I'm irritated because I'm sick of the same old shit every time. I'm tired. And it's the same people every time.
They always wonder why we saying something crazy. That's why I say turn your stuff in on time. But that's fine. Warzone, you won't go to that if you can't.
If you ain't, don't sign up.
Well,
you gotta make it.
You gotta make it because I'm like, sign up for that.
If you make the cut and you next week, you know if you made the cut or not. And if you made it and there's something y'all can't do and y'all know y'all can't, you're out.
Yeah. Captain, co-captain, whatever, drill master.
I don't care. Whatever.
Like they need to know their place and stay in their lane. You know, let us do what we're here to do, and you just be the parent. You just go to the competitions. Mostly I don't go to. But you know, just let me do what I'm doing. I was hired to
That's the topic of conversation right there.
You said the what?
I said that's a topic of conversation right there.
Oh, it is?
The fact that the parents don't actually come to the show.
And yeah, I agree with you.
I was just piggybacking off what you were talking about.
I agree with you. You know, we have the same people that goes. And most of the parents now are dying out. Oh, just because we lost, I mean, it's not all about the wins, but sometimes it is. But you're going to stop going because we're losing. I have an issue with that. You're not dedicated to the team, and you're not dedicated to Coach Sean.
Diamond Divas is part of life. Dance life. My daughter loves it. I love it. So we'll just keep on rocking this thing out. Go Diamond Divas!
I always come and support them because they need support of the adults so they can continue to dance and not get in trouble.
Just coming out supporting our daughters. I love to be a supportive mom and I enjoy watching her dance. That's what she do, so I gotta be out here supporting her. Everywhere we go, Mississippi, Atlanta, what's next? Nashville, here we come, Diamond Divas.
Like when the parents are upset because we don't win and they think it was choreography wise, it's not really much we can do about it because it's not like we can just go and change it because that's above our authority. So we just go out there and try to do our best for what we have. So parents, they can come in here and make a dance if they feel that way.
I do wish the parents wouldn't speak out so much because Coach Sean does work hard in here, coming up with our dances, doing all that, and especially when we have 4 or 5 different categories for juniors and seniors, so that's 10 dances he got to come up with. So it's a lot of pressure on Coach Sean, so I don't feel like they should put him down just because we don't win.
Y'all should be upset. Y'all did good. Could it have been better? Yes. Y'all weren't clean. So, but good job though. Don't beat yourself up.
Well, I feel like we need to have practice more because at Warzone we didn't get nothing. So I pumped the girls up by I tell them to be quiet because they talk way too much and we don't get nothing done when they talk.
Well, we have won some and we've lost some. And a lot of parents do not understand, because a lot of parents don't have competition experience. And a lot of parents don't understand that you're not going to always win. Yes, we are a powerhouse team and you're expected, there's a high expectancy of our team when we step on the floor. But people need to realize sometimes you got to take a loss to actually come back and win again and continue winning. When you have that breaking point, it's kind of a reality check for us. So I take those losses, as a coach. Yeah, I'm upset sometimes and feel like we've been cheated, et cetera, but no, we haven't been cheated. We did it to ourselves. But the first thing they want to refer back to is the routine and this and that. And I'm sure you can speak on that because we've had that instance.
Yeah, the competition we had a couple weeks ago or a month ago, the War Zone. After the girls had won, I went up in the stands and the parents like, why did they choose this routine? Why did he do that? Why does it? I'm just like, like you can't bash the routine. You can't bash what Coach Sean's creativity and everything else. So what? But the girls just, I don't know.
And the thing about it is, when we get the score sheets back, the creativity points is what we got. Right. Now the performance points and standing your lines, formation, and all that, that's where the downfall is. Creativity, makeup, all that, we got it.
And I think at the competition, everybody actually pulled together and was like, this is what we going out here for. Because in practice, Coach Sean would be mad at us because we was laughing or we was talking. He like, you're not taking it serious. But when we got on that floor, everybody took it very serious.
Since DDTV started, I will say for some parents, they do understand a little bit better of the preparation behind the scenes and the stuff that they don't see that goes on behind these closed doors, because of course they're not allowed in here. But these kids are actually, we're dealing with battling with attitudes, I should say, and we, people don't want to listen sometimes, and then we suffer when we step out on the floor. So now they're able to see that with DDTV. It allows them that behind the scenes view that they don't get. Now, does some people still not understand? Of course. But we do the best that we can with 100+ girls and doing everything that we can to improve and bring a new show and bring just anything that we put out on the floor is creative and over the top. And some kids can't handle it, but we're here to teach them and to build them and mold them, so they're not gonna be perfect. But I think a lot of parents, are starting to understand that, and some have their moments. You just gotta let them have it. And then I just go the opposite way, and I don't want to talk to nobody. So.
Shut down.
I think it starts with practice. Like, a lot of the girls don't listen to Dashe. Like, she'll say, be quiet. Like, if you see multiple times, she says, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. A lot of people don't listen. So it wastes time where we could have been trying a trick or doing some better choreography or this or that or this or that. Because, like, sometimes you can tell, like, Coach Sean, he just throws something out so that we can, like, just leave him alone about it. Because, like, so I think this season we could have been better, but I think it'll be better next season.
You need to work on how you talk to people, because I know you ain't got no bad intentions. You want everybody to be good. You want everybody to dance. You want everybody to listen to you and hear you out as a captain. So I think the way you talk to people is not what you say, it's how you say it. Like when Lay got on your back about talking to Raven while she was dancing, I think you was trying to help her. You was trying to, friendly competition, but it's like the way you come off, sometimes people will be like, dang, she trying to attack me with her words or whatever. And I think you don't do it on purpose because you always got your guard up, but I think to become a better captain, for people to take you more serious and people to listen what you're saying, so you don't got to keep repeating yourself all the time, it's just be a little bit more approachable when you're talking to people. Like,
pull somebody to the side, tell them, oh, well, you was doing so good. What happened? What's wrong? Is something going on? Like, get to the bottom of it and build a connection with everybody, and then they'll respect you a lot more.
I already know I'm an aggressive person, so I come off aggressive. And sometimes in practice, I go a little hard. Really, my advice to you, Jay, would be don't let it overwhelm you, because it has been times like you probably gonna go home and cry. You probably just gonna be like, I wanna quit. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but you just gotta push through.
Going into our next season, I'm planning to do a lot more and bigger and better things for these kids. I mean, we step it up each season, and I think that going into this next season with the leadership that you guys will see out there, the leaders, the coaches, makeup artistry, it's all going to continue to grow more and more. And I just feel like next season is going to be a force to be reckoned with. We have some amazing leaders that are going to be stepping on the floor. Of course, the coaches here, we both have creative mindsets, and when we come together, I mean, the choreography ends up being killer. And then our makeup artists, I mean, they know what they're doing, they know what I want. So it can only get better from here. And then these girls, their skill level compared to where we started 2-3 years ago, their skill level is climbing through the roof. And you have a lot of the younger girls that were juniors that are now transitioning over to be seniors. So that senior squad this upcoming season is going to be one to watch out for. They're coming for you. Watch out.
A lot of our strong dancers is leaving this year, and a lot of them that's been here since day one, longer than I have. It's just going to be different, because now you're just like, dang, they really need like that person.
And we're about to have tryouts. Then you stop on me. But we're about to have tryouts, so we really got to whip the new girls into shape this summer.
That was stupid. That was dumb. Y'all knew y'all didn't have to never practice that fast. Especially that new part. Why would y'all tell her to know that?
It's a lot of pressure on the person that's calling the stand, because like you got your whole team behind you. So you throw the wrong stand and we all do it and we lose. They be like, well, you did this, you did that. So
Or in the process of if it's our turn, people behind you say, call this in, they start arguing like, no, I don't want to call this in, or they be like, call this in. You gotta leave them alone, because they're already nervous as it is, and they gotta keep their calm to make sure that they don't show that we over here bickering and arguing to the other team.
When you call, this is for anybody who calls ever. Don't let anybody influence you and tell you what to call. Because when everybody's like, call this, I can see it in your face that you didn't really want to call it. So don't let nobody, I don't care if Coach Sean said, if you don't think it's right and you calling the stand, go ahead and call what you feel goes to the music. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's not just you, it's happened to Jay, me, and Dashe. So just call what you think is right. Don't go with what nobody else says, because you could have called something to let the whole team win the stand battle, but you went off of what everybody else said.
You don't have to listen to them.
They not calling for a reason. Not to down anybody, because everybody's good, but they not called. You got picked to call because you, Coach Sean, saw it in you that you could bring the team to a win.
You feeding off of what they do. So you see them, they going hard. You got, hey, we got to top 10 times better. Yeah, you got to do way better than them. So that's why I feel like at competition we should be able to go. Like, we're going to practice or whatever in the bag, get ready. But when we're ready and we're set, we should be able to go out and watch the other teams, because that's how we get amped up. Like, just like during stand battle, our other our opponent is going, we like, okay, so they was good, so we got to be 10 times better.
I also feel where he comes from, where he says that we should stay in the back and practice on it, because like he wants us to stay ready and be prepared for us when we go on the floor, so we don't get overwhelmed from the other teams that are out on the floor. That's why he says study the teams before we go to competition.
And it also depends on like the music too. It's like what song can go well, like what stand can we do that goes well with the song. So like if they're doing something that's like wowing the crowd, we got like, okay, well we got to see what stand we can use, but also something that's like can go hard and that would show off something that we can.
Yeah, like me, I basically base it off of, like if I see a move that we do in our stand and they didn't do it too well, I'm like, well, we got this move in our stand, so, and we go hard when we do it, so I'm about to call this. Or if like the song come on, you feel the beat, you like, yeah, this stand go perfect with this one, so.
And for me, I base it off their attitude. If your attitude, when you real on 1,000, I'm gonna pick out a stand that's gonna bring your confidence and your attitude up all the way. That's what I base it off.
I just want to say thanks to Coach Sean for letting me be on this team and experience and being able to grow with him and also the girls that I've met over the past season. And I feel like that they made me who I am today, and they're like, this team is like a family to me, and I'm going to miss them a lot.
And with Taylor, just to speak on her, you know, Taylor, I watched her grow from cheer. Taylor the Taylor I've known in the beginning, she used to have a terrible attitude. And then the Taylor now has grown into a respectable woman. You know, me and her mom is very close, Miss Teresa. But Taylor, her growth is amazing. Her growth in dance is also amazing. You know, starting off as not being this super strong dancer to now being on the battle squad and, you know, being picked for certain things because your strength level has gone up. And I've had to push Taylor, of course. But I made it happen for her, and then she made it happen for herself. Because if you want it, you're gonna go for it. And I feel like Taylor wanted the spots that she's received, and she's wanted to grow. So that's what I've noticed out of her.
Well, I guess I gotta say thank you too, because Coach Sean actually let me come back on the team. Because I did leave for a bit, and then I didn't come back. But being on this team, it's brought a second family to me. And I love everybody on this team, even though sometimes you might have disagreement with someone, but at the end of the day, this is my family too.
Yeah, me and Jada, we've had our disagreements, I will say. You know, we've disagreed. It's probably very rare that we disagree with each other, but we did have our blow up moment, you know, when we did, both our attitudes clashed. So that was there, but at the end of the day, we talked to each other after practice and had an understanding from both sides. And Jada, she's gonna be great in whatever she does. She has her family to back her up, and then she has the support of her friends and her team. And then she'll always have the support of her coach, most definitely.
Well, just was saying thank you. Thank you, Coach Shine. This is like my family, because my family is not that big at all, but like this just makes it even bigger. My experience here was amazing. I'm not gonna be nothing but an hour and a half away, so you know, I'll be back.
Right.
I'm not gonna be late. I'm gonna be back, but I'm not. Yeah. But I'm gonna miss this thing for
Yeah. And, you know, I already said my spiel on Dashe, and I hope you continue, you know, to grow and just continue to just grow into a woman and continue to build on yourself, continue to dance, continue to do that all, and don't get distracted. Just be you and who you are, and just know where you came from, and just know where you want to be and the growth that you want to see in yourself is what I say continue to do.
Well, I appreciate everything like that she had taught me, because when I came here, I was not thinking I would ever do a B-set, a dev drop. I was like, I can't do that, and I was just like doubting myself. But you made me make me feel like I can try other things, like even stuff now like that I can't do. You make me feel like I can try things, because at first I'll probably just be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm glad that you like changed my mind and forced me to like keep trying things over and over again. And then the girls on this team, like everybody said, it's like my family. Like I didn't think at first people would want to be like my friend and stuff, because people got their cliques, but people just open to talk to everybody and to talk to me. So I appreciate that too, and the bonds I have with everybody now. And I am gonna say everybody, I'm gonna go to college, but I will be back.
And Jay's gonna be trying out for a collegiate team, the Sophisticated Ladies, here in the next few weeks. And I really, really hope she makes it along with the other divas that are already there at TSU that are trying out again. I want them all to make it, just to know that, you know, you've worked for this, you trained for this, you have it in you. You can definitely do it. Don't let anybody discourage you or, you know, deter your dreams, any of that. You have it, and you need to push for it. If you want it, you're gonna go for it.